You know, the rapidly rising I don't know.
I mean, this idea of, slow Joe. Anyway, I shouldn't laugh about it because, anyway. I'm ready on day one after more than 3 years in office. Why isn't Donald Trump ready? Mr. President, wake up.
And I would like to know, what will your administration do to help them give them that chance? Thank you.
Move it up here. You know, there used to be a basic bargain in this country. Look, one of the things that that I think is really important is that we somehow put that back on. There's somehow that we're in a situation where
it's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Okay.
Don't tell me what I would eliminate the capital gains tax. I would raise the capital gains tax. You got it? Okay.
Okay, and the people in the back, you can spread out a little bit. Like
everybody else is looking forward to
I know. I can tell you. My daughter.
She couldn't make it.
What's her name? We choose unity over division. We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Right
over here.
There we go.
Okay.
You can put it away if you want.
Fine.
I don't know. It was wonderful. My mom loved it.
That's President Trump. His reckless personal conduct since his diagnosis. The destabilizing effect it's having on our government is unconscionable. He didn't take the necessary precautions to protect himself or others. With the economic crisis caused by the simple neglect of this president. And they still haven't come back, including 136,000 jobs here in Nevada. The kinds of investment that will stimulate the economy. Congratulations. And girls, remember, no dates till you're 30 years old. I can hardly wait to debate him on stage. I want people to see me standing next to him and him standing next to me. We'll see who's sleepy.
Mr. Vice President, thank you. Thanks for your time. Please come back in less than 13 years, sir.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back to back. Anyway, we should be making those masks. We should be moving on those ventilators. We can do that. Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked on.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, probably best I don't. I just can't figure the guy. It's like watching a yo-yo. I shouldn't have said it that way. It's like watching.
It feels that way. I want to ask.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years, and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden. What my dad used to say, your granddaughters have one important job. Take care of the pop.
Baby, could you guys come okay, yeah.
Madam Secretary, whatever you say.
Thank you so much.
And I tell you what, I'm so darn proud. And those poor people who have lost, anyway. Problem is, you guys, you got a hard job. I would see to it immediately moving toward, we're in fact in a position now that if in fact we dealt with mitigation across the board, just what we did in the last administration and before, leading to a standard that we provide efficiency for appliances. That saves billions of gallons of gasoline. I mean, billions of I think it's $2.3 billion worth of, $500 billion in savings and 2-point-something billion metric tons of CO2 going in the air.
Time to wrap it up, Jacob.
I got 4 granddaughters, beautiful granddaughters like you guys, and guess what? Electric vehicles, in fact, the biggest problem is you can't stop to charge. We should have charging stations along every interstate highway in the country. You pay for it just like you did gasoline. But if you can do that with bicycles in town, and you can put a nickel, I'm serious. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. And I tell you what, the men, they're now all men, the guys I work with down here, and they're all guys at the time. We should make sure that we have no one going to jail for a drug offense. They go directly mandatory mandatory treatment, not prison. We bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone, make sure the kids hear words. A kid coming from a very poor school, or a very poor background, will hear 4 million words fewer spoken by the time they get there. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it. And I don't look at this in terms of the way he does. Blue states and red states. They're all the United States. And look at the states that are having such a spike in the coronavirus. They're the red states. And I don't look at this in terms of the way he does. Blue states and red states. The first thing I would do is make sure that we defeat Donald Trump. Okay. Period. 4 more years of Donald Trump will go down as an aberration. Hard to overcome the damage he's done, but we can overcome it. 8 more years of Donald Trump will change America in a fundamental way. The America we know will no longer exist. By the way, this is my little sister, Valerie, and I'm Jill's husband. Oh, no, you switched on me. This is my wife, this is my sister. They switched on me. No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger other than in self-defense, and that's rarely ever occurs. And so we have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It will be a big, no, I really mean it. It's a gigantic issue. Come on, man, you make me look better, okay? There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're a lovely girl.
Thank you.
All right, well, nice to see you.
And why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, I was a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
Hey, come on. Get over there, Mary Lyle.
Yesterday, you said you accepted Bernie's apology, and now you're attacking him. Why are you doing that?
Go.
Why wasn't his apology enough, Mr. Vice President? Why attack Sanders?
Why? You're getting nervous, man. Just calm down. It's okay.
Sanders.
Why? You're getting nervous, man. What do you see? 150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability. More than all the wars, including Vietnam, from that point on. Well, you got to be very patient. Fathers are hard to raise. You know what I mean? All right. There are probably anywhere from 10 to 15% of the people out there that are just not very good people. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Sounds corny. Not a joke. Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.